In August of 1943, World War II had consumed much of the globe, but Americans at home had no idea the extent of the horror their servicemen were facing. What they also didn't know was that Eleanor Roosevelt had boarded a military transport plane to travel to the Pacific Theater on a mission to discover and document first-hand accounts of the war. To avoid the backlash from the public, as well as to keep her safe, Eleanor and the White House kept this journey a closely guarded secret. 10 days later, the news broke that the First Lady had left the country on a very risky expedition. This was a rigorous and daring trek that took Eleanor to Hawaii, New Zealand, Australia, through the South Pacific and into the territory still under enemy's air attack. Eleanor was a woman who preferred not to hide from the pains of war, but rather to research it and present it to herself and the American people at home. What set Eleanor aside from other government officials is that she preferred to meet, speak, and eat with enlisted servicemen rather than officers. This gave her a unique opportunity to assess the needs of those who looked death square in the eye on a daily basis. Often, she would help the GIs with their tasks, which meant they were going to be done successfully and with the maximum support from the officers. Eleanor's days were packed with meetings that would sometimes end at 11 p.m. She was warm, approachable, and personable. She visited hospitals and Red Cross outposts, speaking with patients directly and with nurses to try to identify what resources they needed the most. Eleanor was a regular visitor to the hospital kitchens to look at how the food was prepared. She was kind, motherly, and brought many of the tough GIs to tears. After all 4 of her sons were actively serving in the military at that time. It is estimated that Eleanor met over 400,000 people on this 5-week tour, capturing the hearts of even more. She was almost 60 years old, but despite the not-so-young age, she was too fearless and too unconventional for what a First Lady was supposed to be like.